Dear friends, climate change is a reality. As the IPCC report said, climate change is a fact. Climate change is produced by the carbon emissions provoked by human behavior. And in order to avoid further climate risks, we need to reduce dramatically the carbon emissions we produce every day. But the problem why the governments and businesses don't take enough actions against climate risk is because for most of the people, taking action in this field implies huge economic cost. There is a general perception that taking action on climate change could reduce the economic growth and could reduce the jobs opportunities that all of us are looking for. Now, last year, 7 countries asked to a group of people to organize the Global Commissions on the Economy and Climate, which I have the honor to chair. And the mandate for this commission was to answer one very important question. Is it possible to have economic growth and at the same time to tackle climate change? And after 1 year of hard work and with the support of several institutions, hundreds of researchers, and of course the support of these 7 commissioner countries, we reached a conclusions and published a very important report. The report is Better Growth, Better Climate, the New Climate Economy Report, and the main conclusion is yes, it is possible to have economic growth and at the same time to tackle climate change. Yes, it is possible to have job creation and at the same time to mitigate the risk associated with carbon emission. Yes, it is possible to reduce poverty and at the same time to reduce the consequences for the people associated with climate change. But in order to do that, we need to make in the next 15 years bold, important decisions. And we need to change 3 big systems. The first system that we need to change is a system associated with energy. The idea is not to cut the energy we need to have economic growth, but to decarbonize the kind of economic growth we have. And that is possible today more than ever because the price of renewable energy, like wind energy or solar energy, is decreasing dramatically in the very recent years. Almost 80% less in their cost from 8 years from now. We can produce the energy we need with renewable energy if the governments take the action that are needed in order to produce this change to low carbon emissions pattern of energy. The second system that we need to change is the cities. We are expecting that in the next 15 years, more than 1 billion people will go to live in the cities on top of the people that already live there. And this sprawling urban model that we have today, more focused on the use of individual cars, it is not viable anymore to the future. So we need to jump into a new model of cities, more dense cities, more coordinated, and with a density that allow the people to have a better way to live there. Actually, an important key is to foster the massive means of transportations like BRTs, the bus rapid transit, and others, in order to compact those cities and reduce the use of individual vehicles. And the third system that we need to change is land uses. We need to produce even more food in order to feed more populations in a better way without increasing the surface for agricultural purposes, even in less surface. At the same time, we need to stop deforestation in the globe. And in order to do all those things, the Commission is proposing a set of 10 recommendations called the Action Plan. If the government and businesses follow these recommendations, we are very sure that we can get at the end economic growth and at the same time to reduce the climate risk. And we say that we can have better economic growth because with the recommendations in place, we can increase the competitiveness of natural resources. Second, we can foster innovation, which is the engine of economic growth in history. And third, we will invest one way or another, like $90 trillion in the next 15 years in infrastructure. That means that if we are going to invest such amount of money in cities, in energy and land uses, let's do the right thing. Let's do in a low carbon economy. At the end, we will get the economic growth that we are looking for while reducing the climate risk associated with global warming. So please check the report, review the report, and try to apply the recommendations we are producing to the reality of Mexico or any other country. Today we presented the report in Mexico City. Tomorrow we will present it in Colombia, and we have presented the report in several cities around the globe. The idea is to spread out the proposals, and we hope that could find the government's alternatives, real alternatives to match these goals, reducing climate risk and having economic growth.